welcome back to my channel and welcome to a work from home day in my life. It was a Friday and I started the day with a nursery drop off. Actually, I dropped off my son in nursery. Afterwards, I came back home, had a quick shower, got dressed, and then just started to set up my desk for my work from home. This is actually a very tiny desk and I've had this for maybe 4 or 5 years now. It is like a retractable or collapsible desk, so to say. It's quite portable, it's quite small, and I just like it, and it just fits that small space in the living room, so I really like it. I was just setting up everything, my laptop, my laptop stand, my mouse, headset, like the headphone, everything really. I then remember to put my hand cream on the table. I do tend to use hand cream a lot during the day, and obviously it's winter, so that's quite understandable. After that, I went to the kitchen to just make a quick breakfast. It was toast with jam and butter. That was very, very quick actually. I love strawberry jam. Let me know in the comments what kind of jam you like. I just tend to do lots of strawberry jam actually. So that was just me adding some vegan butter, I think dairy free butter on top of the jam. So let me know how you add your jam to your toast. Do you do jam first and then butter, or do you do butter and then jam? Like, in what order do you add your stuff, whatever, to your toast? So yeah, I also like to open up the curtains before I start my day. It just helps to wake me up really. I like when light flushes into the house. It gives me that sense of adrenaline sort of, and it just helps me to start my day on a good note. So I did make sure to open up the curtains. So I started working. The temperature became quite low and I was so adamant, I was so determined not to turn on the radiator, and yeah, I stuck to my words. I stuck to my thoughts. Actually, I thought about it, just go wear your hoodie, right? And that was exactly what I did. I decided to wear my hoodie. Guys, I love this hoodie. If you want to get one, I'll leave the link in my description, and if you use OG 2024, you would actually get 15% off your purchase. I love this hoodie. It keeps me warm, and to be honest, for those hours that I was sat on my desk working, I did not have to turn on the radiator because I was so warm, and I did enjoy I enjoyed that. Anyways, I went to the kitchen to slice some avocado. Guys, I love avocado and I do eat one per day. So yeah, I decided to just slice some avocados into a small plate, and that was what I was just eating with a cup of tea. And yeah, I continued working. It was my break time. It was 12 o'clock at this time, or maybe a few minutes to 12. I think it was about 12. And I decided to quickly go to the kitchen, wash, the plate, and of course the mug that I used to drink the tea. So that was just me doing the dishes. Afterwards, I decided to go back to the living room. I knew I was not going to have a proper lunch because I was quite full. If you remember, I had toast in the morning and then I had avocado at about 11 o'clock. So I was very, very full, and I just decided I was not going to have lunch. I would rather just read a book. So there's this book I've been reading. At that time, I had one more chapter to go, maybe just few pages to go really, and it's kindfulness. If you want the link to the book, I'll leave it in the description. I borrowed this from my hospital's library because I do borrow books a lot from the hospital's library. It just saves me money. So I just decided to read the last few chapters of the book, and I think I managed to do that. Afterwards, I decided to pour honey beans into the container we use. So we bought this maybe a day before that, before that Friday when I worked from home, but I just left it in the kitchen. So I just decided to pour it into the appropriate container where it should be really. And then I was longing to eat moi moi. I'd been craving moi moi for some days prior, so I decided to soak some beans for moi moi. That was just me picking the beans really. Then I added hot water. I bought some water and I just added some hot water, stirred it a bit, and then covered it up. I then came back to my desk to write few things that I was going to buy, because I knew I was going to like go to the supermarket when I finished at 5. So I just like made a quick list of the things to buy. Pretty much just chia seeds for Brian. He loves chia seeds. He loves porridge, so I tend to like add chia seeds and some other seeds really to his porridge. So I made a quick list and then I got back to work. At this time I was so warm, not from the radiator, warm from the hoodie. It was the hoodie that gave me so much warmth and the coziness as well. So I was so warm at this point that I was actually sweating underneath the hoodie. I had to take off the hoodie. Guys, you need to get one hoodie for yourself. You need to get one. So afterwards I needed to take about 5 minutes break just to stretch a bit, and then I decided to skip. I do tend to skip every day, really. Obviously sometimes I don't, but I try my best to skip. I must have done about 100 skips at this time, but usually I do between 100 and 500 per day. After skipping, I then decided to work on the spreadsheet I bought. So I bought this budgeting spreadsheet from a lady called Omishan on YouTube, but it was from her Etsy shop. I decided to just do a little bit of work on the budgeting, and I went back to work and it was 5 o'clock already. I shut down and pretty much just shut down the computer, really. I then went onto the kitchen. I was supposed to like start making the moi moi, but it occurred to me that I could actually just, guys, I love mashed potatoes. I'm obsessed with mashed potatoes. So this was not in the plan. Like, I never planned to do this on this day, but I got to the kitchen and then I just thought of making mashed potatoes. I always have the King Edward potatoes at home, so I just decided to like make some mashed potatoes. So this is the recipe. This is like my signature recipe. Pretty much, I would wash and of course peel first, wash and of course cut the potatoes into small chunks and then just boil for some minutes. I like to add nutmeg. Guys, I really love my spice. So nutmeg and a few other spices, maybe cinnamon, seasoning, Italian seasoning, mixed herbs. So I tend to like add some spices really, and a little bit of salt, just a little bit of salt. And my milk, guys, I do not do dairy, so that was just me adding my hot milk to everything. And then this is actually the British mature cheddar. This is what I love to add to my mashed potatoes. Oh gosh, guys, just try this recipe. You would love it and you would thank me later. So I just added some cheese, really. So potatoes, small salt, some spices, oat milk. You can use whatever milk, really. I just decided to use oat milk, and that was just me trying. So I opened the fridge and I found this milk. This is actually a leftover milk, but put in the fridge by my husband. I later changed my mind that it wasn't good enough for this recipe, because guys, I do not do dairy and I don't know what came over me. Like, why did I just change my mind all of a sudden? So eventually I did not like had that milk. I just added more oat milk instead. So I just like mixed it together, just kept stirring, mixed it together, and yeah, that was it. This is just how I make my mashed potatoes. Guys, try this recipe, you will love it. And I think later I had to like use a masher to kind of just mash it together, just to have that pasty concentration, really, just to make it like pasty. And yeah, that was exactly what I did. So guys, I just thought to mention the budgeting spreadsheet that I bought from that lady called Omishan. I'll leave the link in my description. Guys, 2025, I really want to be very strict about my finances, about my spendings, really. So I want to know what's going out and what comes in at the end of every month. So I think I had actually like created my own spreadsheet, but I was just watching a video about budgeting, and then she said, oh, I've got my own whatever spreadsheet on Etsy, and I decided to go onto a shop on Etsy to buy one, and that has really helped me. So I've been able to like fill out the portion for expenditures. I've done that. So back to our mashed potatoes. It's actually turned out well. So it was time to go pick up my son. If you know me, you would probably know that I love to walk. I mean, I could have driven to pick him up, but I decided to drive, and that was just me picking him up from nursery. So I picked him up from nursery and we were walking back home. Guys, his nursery to home is about, I don't know how many miles, but it takes about 30 minutes if you're walking. But I decided to do that because I love walking and it's just therapeutic for me. So on our way back home, we decided to go to Aldi. Well, I decided that we're going to go to Aldi. So at Aldi, we bought a few things. So if you remember, like I had made some mashed potatoes, so I also needed to buy peppers, tomatoes, I needed some things to make the sauce for the mashed potatoes. So what I like to have with my mashed potatoes is usually like sauce. So it could be just veggies with just veggies, peppers, yeah, or sometimes I do egg sauce as well, but this time I just wanted like a vegetable based sauce. Guys, this sauce has no name. I just make it in my own way, and that was just the special buy section. I love going to the special buy section as well. So yeah, we eventually got home and then I made the sauce. So this is the sauce I was talking about. It has no name. I don't know the name to call this. Pretty much, mixed vegetables and some peppers and tomatoes, onions and all of that. So I then washed the beans I soaked. I blended them with some peppers, and this is just me making moi moi now, guys. At this point I was knackered. Imagine after doing a 9 to 5, making dinner, and then I went on to now start making moi moi. Like, I was so knackered at this point, but so I made some moi moi, and I really, I enjoyed making the moi moi. The moi moi actually turned out to be lovely. Like, the taste was amazing. It was so yummy. But yeah, I mean, this was just the process of making moi moi. If you want, let me know in the comments if you like this pouch. I usually buy this pouch from eBay. This is maybe the 3rd or the 4th pack that I've bought. So I would normally try to use a pack for, say, 6 months or a year. So I would say I've probably bought like 4 or 5 packs, or maybe 6 packs, I don't know. And it's quite affordable. So in a pack you would have 20 pouches. And yeah, I just tend to like change the pouches like every 6 months or maybe every year at times, because over time they get so dirty. And yeah, but it is washable and of course reusable. So I really like these pouches, just because they're washable and you can use them over and over again. So yeah, I'll leave the link in my description if you want this. I bought it from eBay, but I'll leave the link in my description. So yeah, I was just pretty much just boiling the moi moi and just waiting for the moi moi to like form. And yeah, I think I must have done this for maybe 30 or 45 minutes, maybe 45 minutes anyway. So moi moi is ready. I made about 12 pouches of moi moi. I think, yeah, I made over 10 pouches. So yeah, at this point, like I said, I was knackered, tired, exhausted. So I then went on to have a bath. Brian already had his bath and he already had dinner, so it was time for me to also put him to bed. I had my bath, and that was it for that day. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Bye.